By now, you may have noticed builder price decreases and design center credits and maybe even some really appealing builder lender incentives. So the market is shifting, but is now the best time to build a new construction home? Maybe so, but before you do, I want to shed some light on what to expect as well as what to avoid. Hello and welcome. I am Danielle and I'm a realtor in the Houston area, and I help you either build or find your dream home before relocating to Houston. If you are looking to relocate and would like assistance, feel free to message me. I would love to help you out. The last couple of years has been really challenging for the new home sector. With an all-time inventory low and the demand for building, it put a lot of pressure on builders to build a lot of homes in a short amount of time. Trying to keep up with the market demand caused all sorts of issues for the new home builds, especially in the beginning of 2021. Material shortages was definitely a thing, and price increases on those materials did not help the situation. Not to mention, builders at the end of the day are in the business to make money, and with the market constantly going up and price increasing, it was causing builders to do some pretty shady things and exercise things in contracts that they had never done before, such as escalation clauses, which means that they can price increase with you after you are under contract with them for a new home build. Some builds were also taking well over 12 months to complete, even if they had a 3 to 6 month completion date. So here we are a year later, and I am getting countless emails from builders about price reductions and incentives and rate locks, and the list goes on and on and on. Not to mention that lumber prices have recently tumbled, and that was a big reason the builders were using to justify the steep price increases over the last couple of years. So does this mean that the mess from 2020 all the way up to early 2022 is over? Not entirely. Despite lumber prices tumbling right now, builders are still struggling to get many other materials needed to build a home. In fact, a lot of the materials builders are needed are still on back order or near impossible to get and are taking a very, very long time. Not to mention, just like everything else is inflated, these materials are also inflated. So although there is a subtle shift in the market, the new home prices are still relatively expensive. So number one, if you plan to take advantage of all these builder incentives come out and you plan to build this year, just have the expectation that it is going to probably take more than 6 to 12 months to build your home, and there may be even more delays beyond that timeline expectation. So please be prepared with temporary housing anywhere from 3 to 6 months after selling your home if that is something needed in order to purchase the new construction. And also, there has been a rental shortage and short-term rental shortage, and I have found that clients are really struggling in order to find a place to stay until their house is completed. So make sure you start planning this stuff well in advance so that you are able to find a place. This is mostly true if you are planning to build from the dirt to completion. If you are building an inventory home, meaning a home that the builder has already started and has an estimated complete date, this one is a little bit more predictable, but again, this last year I found that it's actually the inventory ones that are getting more delayed than the clients that are choosing to build from the dirt to completion. Number two, because there is still a lot of uncertainty with materials and timelines, more than half the builders are still choosing to do inventory only homes. This means that the builder picks the lot, the floor plan, the structural changes, and sometimes the interior design selections before they build it. Once it gets to the drywall phase, that is when they will list it on the MLS for you to purchase. By doing this, this eliminates major delays and it helps them keep what they need in stock in order to build the home, and also eliminates the chance of having to price increase on you. The downside to this is that you are paying new construction home costs for a home that you didn't get a whole lot of say in, which is okay if they pick a lot of the things that you would have picked or that you like. However, just like we have felt a little softening in the market, so have the new home builders. The National Home Builder Association hit a couple of negative index markers for the first time in a couple of years. Buyer traffic fell by 5 points last month. With rising interest rates and homes at an all-time high, and with uncertainty of the housing market and the economy, this has caused a lot of buyers, especially first-time home buyers, to take a back seat when purchasing a home. Cue the builders are starting to get worried that they are not going to be able to sell the houses that they have already began or all the lots that they still have available. Therefore, they are pushing incentives. So even if they can't deliver on time, they still want the continuous sales and numbers. So although the competition for new home construction is softening a bit, I would still be a little wary of many builders. There are still many builders out there that are exercising the escalation clause. This is basically a clause that allows the builder to raise the price on you at any point for however much they want. I want to be clear that not all builders do this or even have this clause within their contract, and that is why it is very important to take an experienced realtor with you who can help you and guide you and knows the right questions to ask the builder to ensure that you are not getting into a contract like this. Also, particularly here in the Houston suburbs, if you are in a good rated school district or a popular neighborhood with new construction, depending on the price point, there is still a lot of competition and homes are still going really fast, even for new construction. The market has slowed down a little bit, but it is far from being an even market. Another point I want to hit on is builder-lender incentives. Builders love for you to use their lender. For one, they have more control over the appraisal and the closing of your home. With an outside lender, they cannot guarantee the appraisal or that it'll close on time. Another reason is obviously they make more money if you are using their in-house lender. There are some really good incentives out there right now. A few builders are actually buying up rate locks and lower interest rates for buyers right now. I would still encourage you to apply with an outside lender. Often a lot of the incentives that the builder is offering are immediate incentives and maybe not for the life of the loan. So I would definitely check with an outside lender and compare and contrast and even ask one or the other if they can match whichever one is offering something better. You always just want to do your homework and make sure that you are getting the best deal possible when it comes to your lending. Number 5, as far as building now or waiting a little bit longer, none of us are fortune tellers. The feds just raised the interest rates again, and they do intend to do it again the following month, and everything is going towards an upwards trend. Although there is a softening in the market, the prices are not going to come crashing down. They may come down a little bit, but the higher interest rates are more of a big deal than the higher home prices. If you are building your dream home and intend to be there for more than 5 years, then I would definitely say build now and not to wait. If you are looking to move to the Houston area and would like assistance, feel free to message me. I would love to help you out. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.